What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Monday tutorial. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this edit that I posted. Somebody had asked me in the comments how you do the little for text thing. I'm like, yo, if you want a tutorial, I got you. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So of course, for a text tutorial, you're going to need a text. So we're gonna type in something fun. This is another question I got. What font do you use? Y'all, I use the regular old black Arial, okay? I download all these fonts and I don't even use none of them. You're gonna need 4 sides, the top, the bottom, the front, and the back. So we're gonna duplicate this text by hitting Control D or Command D if you're on Mac, I believe. And we're just gonna duplicate it 3 times. Enable motion blur and 3D layer for all of the clips. Here where it says active camera, we're gonna change it to custom view 1. The first one, we're just gonna leave it like it is. The next one, we're going to press R on our keyboard to bring up the rotation, the X rotation, and set it to 90 so it's flat on its back like that, as you can see. Make sure your snapping is enabled, and we're gonna grab it and we're just gonna snap it to the top. We can actually just delete these two because you're just gonna duplicate those top ones. Control D, and we're just gonna drag this one to the bottom. Top right here, Control D, and we're just gonna drag this right here. Go back to custom active camera, add some drop shadow to bring some definition to it. As you can see, look at the definition that's being brought to it already. Like, look at that. So we're gonna make this 100%. I usually just set this to the direction to 0 and stuff like this. But of course, you can set the direction to whatever you want. And we're going to bump up the softness a bit. And I'm just gonna press Control C to copy, select the rest, and Control V to paste it on the other. That's how you create it. This is basically the end of the video, so if you want to stop here, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon. Until next time, I'll see you later. But for those who want to stay and learn how to do the transition thing that I specifically did for it, welcome. Now that we have everything ready, we're going to create a null layer. We're going to grab all of this text and we're going to get the parent whip and we're going to parent it to the top. No, for the beginning, it whips out from the bottom. Drag it back a little bit. Drag the Z rotation back some. It really doesn't matter how far you bring it back. I just do whatever for this, honestly. And then we're going to position the text at the bottom. Scale it down a little bit as well so when it comes in, it gets bigger. Highlight our keyframes. F9 to easy ease, go to our graph and make sure it's on value graph for this one. Now you're going to create this graph. Go to position and we're going to press separate dimensions, and then we're going to get rid of the X position. And you're going to make this, the same graph for each and every one of them. So this is how the first half looks. We add another null layer. We're gonna parent this null layer to the one that's above, make it a 3D layer, and we're gonna keyframe X rotation and scale. So when you keyframe it, make sure it's like in between these, the first of the keyframes. And we're gonna go down to outside of the keyframe, and we're going to scale it up some and rotate it this way. Find that text, change the X rotation to whatever it is to make it right side up. Go to highlight, press F9 to easy ease, go to our graph, right click, and we're going to change it back to speed graph, mid-centered graph. We are going to add another layer. We're going to get this parent whip, we're going to parent this layer to the top layer, make that layer a 3D layer, and then we're going to do the next transition to this thing. We're going to scale it up a little bit more, drag the Y rotation and go the opposite way, the X, and tilt it down a little bit. I'm going to highlight F9 easy ease, go to this, make sure you're on your speed graph. We're going to do that, highlight all the clips. We're going to add another null layer. We're going to keyframe our Y rotation, go down, and we're going to go the same direction before. So it's going to be this way. We're going to highlight F9 easy ease, grass. Make sure you're on speed graph. Press P for position, and then just drag it right on up. Keyframe Z rotation, and we're just going to move it up highlight those, press F9 to ease them, and we're gonna select all of it, and we're going to make a mid graph. So this is like a little rough draft of how it's roughly done. If you want to add some like extra little effects to it, we're gonna pre-compose all the clips together. We're going to go to our effects and presets, and we're gonna type in deep glow. Duplicate the layer, and the top one isn't gonna have deep glow, so it's like that. If you're having this text behind the background, kind of like I did, you're gonna make sure this is enable is required for text so the background can show up. You just play with the intensity and the radius here. You will also add some CC radial fast blur. Put under that, and it just does little dots. Could go in and just like make this a different color. That's pretty cool if you ask me, I ain't gonna lie. You guys have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
I said it again. Hey, what we is? For lifer.